This next movie is called House or Hausu, which is a 1977 Japanese horror movie because it's on the theme of the podcast we're doing anyways. And it's a shame it's called House because if you try to search it...
Yeah, good luck finding it. I mean, the best option
you have
is to
to
search
spell
House Criterion.
No, you just Hausu. You have to search that. Yeah, that's the only way you can find it.
Because you're just going to get
go on YouTube. You
get
just
the
put House
movie.
Yeah.
Or the stupid TV show.
That's an MD, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, House MD.
And apparently this is Nobuhiko Obayashi's first feature-length film.
Yeah, he did commercials before that. And you know the thing I was going to talk about, do you know the history of the screenplay?
No.
Okay. So this dude wrote a screenplay and brought it to a company, whatever they do in Japanese places. I don't know. Do they do it like here?
I don't know how they
or maybe
shop screenplays in Japan.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever they do, they karate kick it to the fucking executive of something. And,
oh my god! It begins.
Hold on, there's more about that racial profiling. Hold on.
Of course there is. I believe stereotype.
Dude, I think Asian fucking people are the coolest race. By the way, I don't know. I think they're fucking cool. I don't know. That's all. So
you gonna get some Japanese characters tattooed on you?
No, not that. That's dudes who do that are fucking retarded. That's the dumbest shit ever. You can't read it. It's like me getting my chemical symbols. I can barely fucking read them anyways.
Yeah, that's pretty retarded.
No, that's fucking okay. Yeah, it probably is. And it makes me look like I'm smarter than I really am. People are like, "What is that?" And I have to like say it's drugs, and then they look at me weird. Okay, so off topic. All right, so this dude gave it to somebody, and they said, because they're like, could you make it like Jaws? And so he was like all bummed out, not thinking he was going to be able to get it through and shit. So he went back, and his preteen daughter pretty much wrote the story. And he fucking worked around that.
Oh, wow.
And when you watch it, you can tell it's probably...
Well, it's about a group of teen girls. So.
Yeah, maybe that's where that came from. But you can tell, it's incoherent enough to tell... that maybe, or just even believe that story that a little girl might have written.
I guess the house is kind of like Jaws,
right?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, where does this fucking coincide with anything that has to do with Jaws? But I guess there's the piano scene. But
yeah, I guess so.
Other than that, no.
That scene, my god.
So this is a story of her name is
Gorgeous, and I love how everyone has a name in this, and they're all.
It's so easy. See, okay,
Their name pertains to their position.
I've only watched
or their specialty
in the paradigm of the group.
I haven't watched it, but I think I can name the characters just by thinking of it. There's Mac.
Yep.
Who's the fat eater? Or whatever. She's not
Who's
fat.
Fat. She just loves to eat.
She's the eater.
She got ball busted to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like fucking. Oh, she eats
There's
too much.
Prof, the smart one with the glasses.
Yeah. There's Melody.
Kung Fu, the tough one.
Yeah. Melody can play the piano.
Sweet.
Gorgeous is looks like all of the other ones. They all look the
Fantasy.
same.
Yep.
Fantasy sees weird shit. You didn't even catch that, but what was that?
I don't know.
Oh,
that's your awesome space age setup.
Okay.
Yeah, there's also
Sweet, which I didn't get.
I think she's supposed to be like the sweetheart of the group as well.
I was just
the innocent one.
I was just thinking, it's like, sweet, she's here.
I think she was probably the innocent one.
Yeah. Okay, those are the characters, but the story is of Gorgeous has a field trip planned at the end of the school year. I'm not sure if
going
it was.
to see her auntie.
No.
No, the field trip was before that.
The field trip with the Mr. Togo and he's like 40 and he's taking all these schoolgirls to a fucking camp or something.
It's not weird at all.
Not weird. And that shit doesn't fall, it falls through. Is that how you say it? Falls through means it didn't. That shit fell through because something happened.
So high. From one hit of the marijuana.
2 hits. 2 hits. And I'm coming down. Like hard though.
How many marijuanas did you hit?
He's gonna go to sleepies.
No, I'm actually going bar hopping. But
that's dumb.
No.
Anyway,
I'll edit it out for sure.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
No,
that was stupid. I don't want my personal life out there.
Keep going.
I'm editing that out. So and then she comes home and her dad is announced that he's getting married, and they're all supposed to go on vacation, but she doesn't want to go now, so she's like, I miss my mom, I'm gonna go to my aunt's, my old family house or whatever. And then the girls don't get to go on their vacation, so they're like, let's fucking hunt down Gorgeous and go with her. And so they do. They all go to her aunt's house, which is haunted. I see.
The house is, I mean, it's like possessed or alive or haunted.
I don't know if there's like witchcraft.
The cats, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say because there was a one saying that was only a witch can close a door, so it has like a running theme through the whole.
Any cat can open the door, Scott.
But only a witch.
Only a witch can close the door.
Witch cat.
Which there was a witch cat in this movie, right?
Yeah, the big fluffy white cat.
I don't know if it ever closed a door though.
It did.
It did.
Yeah, it did during I think it was the scene with the doll coming to life.
Oh, okay, maybe. After this, it just gets chaotic and weird, and before get into the end of the movie, like a lot of the first parts of the movie were like really well shot, like the back drops were paintings and shit. They're like cool.
Oh yeah, like the clouds.
The style of it felt like an after-school special. It felt like a porno. It felt like a commercial. That's Scott.
Yeah, that must have been me. Sorry.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It was just utter psychedelia, almost continually throughout.
Yeah, I was thinking, you ever watch one of those movies that are when you're like on psychedelics and it's really trippy, but then you watch it sober, you're like, I was just this one holds up if you're sober too.
Yeah, it's
very, very strange.
From the get-go, like, one of the first scenes, when Fantasy and Gorgeous are talking, Gorgeous walks away, and it's like a weird freeze frame with, like, a tracer, and that's just, like, the first of...
many weird psychedelic moments.
A mountain of crazy visual effects.
Yeah, I couldn't... they, like, pulled out every fucking...
Every in-camera effect.
Yeah, back then in 77, they pulled out every... we did Altered States. Didn't you say that was the first CGI?
Yeah.
No, this is 1977. They had a lot of CGI.
I don't know if that was CGI, though. I think that was, like, just...
Well, there's blue screen
that was,
shit.
like, animation and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, nothing in this is...
Well, when her face fell apart and she was on fire...
Yeah, I think that was, I forget what, I think it was like some type of stop motion style animation.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
There's nothing CGI in-house, I promise.
Well, a lot of editing process.
Yeah, there's a lot of matting and, like, layering and...
Yeah. So that,
but they're just using all of the old tricks of the trade. It's all in-camera stuff, I think.
It just happens in the editing room.
Yeah,
I mean, for her face to like just peel apart and it's on fire now, that's not green screen shit. That's added after in the editing on a computer, right?
I doubt it. I'm not sure how they achieve that.
Yeah, I don't want to I'm high. But it is going to bother me until I'm not high anymore. After that, they kind of get picked off one by one.
All of the death sequences are really interesting and creative. Like,
and damn near, like, and pretty hilarious, too.
Yeah,
I like the
head in the well. And
that's what I was going to reference.
Great.
And then fucking, it starts flying around and bites her in the ass.
Bites her butt. Like, what the fuck?
Then Kung Fu at one point's fighting flying logs.
Yeah. And that's when she winds up in her underwear, where she stays for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
In her underwear.
And sometimes she looks good. In one scene, she did look like she was wearing a diaper.
Yeah, but most of it, her butt looks really nice.
Yeah. For an Asian in 77.
Yeah, and definitely gotta say, because we didn't bring it up in the other movies, but definitely quite a few good scenes of some tits in these, too.
Yeah, this one had some nudity in it.
I didn't expect it to, either.
Yeah, no blurry bits, either.
Well, they didn't show any pubis.
I know. Just running with the theme of.
And then
like watch fucking Visitor Q. That has a ton of blurry pubes in it.
Okay. Well, that's a mainstream movie. I'm talking about porn.
You're porn.
But yeah, like the aunt herself in this is
Yes.
just completely bonkers. Like there's that one scene where she just opens the fridge and just walks into the fridge and disappears.
I love like when she gets up out of her wheelchair and the girl's like, "What? You could walk?"
Yeah.
Oh, he yelled that. And
that's what I
she said it too.
Yeah, I was like, you can walk. I had seen this movie before today, but I didn't remember anything about it because I was really high and drunk when I watched it. And,
which is pretty much a good setting to be in when you watch this.
No. Not drunk.
Well, not while you're trying to do stuff
Not
for
drunk.
a podcast, obviously.
You don't need anything to enhance this movie, really. It's just like weird enough to ride its own weird wave.
Yeah, I was saying then you know there's the one scene that I had heard about before was the whole piano scene.
Yeah.
That was great.
That's pretty good.
I like how she gets her fingers chopped off and she's looking and kind of almost smiling.
Yeah.
And then when it chops one hand off, she freaks out.
Yeah, and then you see the like severed fingers playing the piano later, and that's when it like turns all red and
Yeah,
like,
it's
all the
like,
colors start going crazy.
Very like Evil Dead scenes. It seems like Sam Raimi might have seen this.
Yeah, he might. I definitely
just
think
the
he might have took some
quirky
cues from this.
fucking body parts doing things.
Yeah.
Maybe. And then the head flying around. That seems like an Evil Dead bit, and then biting her in the ass. Am I off here? Or
No,
just-
you're
okay.
completely
No,
right.
Sweet, made sense.
I could see that having been seen by a young Sam Raimi and this plus Three Stooges equals.
Yeah.
If I take a little bit of children shouldn't play with dead things.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard for me to take notes on this one because so much was happening on the screen.
Yeah, Randy.
I didn't take a single note.
Randy even wrote house on the paper, and then we're watching it. He's like,
I just don't know what to write. What do I write here? Do I write Kung Fu kicks some logs out of the air and loses her pants?
yeah.
I'm going to remember that, and we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's all so ridiculous. Like, it stands out. Like, a lot of even the fucking pumpkin guy, and then the one guy who gets a fucking bucket stuck to his ass and has to go to the hospital.
Then he starts playing the drum
what
on
the
it.
fuck?
I have to go to the ER.
It turned into Benny Hill for a second, too.
Right.
I just watched a bunch of Benny Hill.
Oh, and then the whole Mr. Togo scene at the very end when he was screaming bananas, and then all of a sudden it cuts back and he is a pile of bananas.
Yeah, that's
It's like, what the hell?
It's a fucking preteen written fucking story.
this movie's just bananas.
Yeah, this is just one of the weirdest fucking movies I think I've ever seen.
I just wanted to like, it's been like in and out of like my like searching out for movies. It pops up once in a while for years, and it gets you because I didn't know that was a cat that was like an orange on fire cat. I thought that was the house, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool or whatever. So that eventually grabbed me. I was like, I gotta know what the fuck this thing is, and then upon watching it, I think I could have just not fucking been curious enough to fucking check it out. It is something I'll never forget, I guess.
I watched it like right when Criterion put it out, and
Yeah, it didn't come out to the States till like 2007 or something.
Yeah, like whenever Criterion put it out, I watched it. My friend's brother had bought it, and we watched it. And like I said, I was really fucking wasted, and I didn't remember the goddamn thing about it. But I knew that it was. I remember it being fucking weird, and that I should watch it again. And I'm glad I did.
Yep,
Definitely plan on buying it.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how I feel. I feel like I need to buy this for my collection.
I think I would do more viewings just to fucking see if there's something deeper, I guess, and then just on the surface of being weird, maybe seeing like other like
symbolism.
Yeah, like or maybe even storyline.
I'm sure people have written essays about this fucking weird ass movie.
There's gotta be.
Sit down and watch it with the commentary track on it, but like there's some film historian, there's all like, no, you see, the reason that she bites her ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't. I think I'm missing something from 2 viewings. Like I'm not catching everything.
Oh, you watched it twice?
Yeah, I watched it like 3 weeks ago, and
that's right.
I had to rent it. That's the only way Randy could watch it. So I think if I watched it a couple more times, maybe I'll get it more, and it won't be so fucking.
You'll get
surreal.
it more better.
Yeah, I'll get that better.
You'll get it more better.
Yes, I'm editing that out.
You'll understand.
He'll get gooder. Yeah, this is one of those movies that's like, it's very hard to talk about because of just all the random weird shit that goes on in it. Like, it's just it's not really slow
if
at all
you
either.
If you described everything that, like, what's the movie about, and then you started, like, saying stuff that happened in the movie, people are like, how is that, like,